is a big difference there, you know.
Hey guys, welcome to Tone Zone. Today we're checking out some old Gibson ES-335 guitars to see what the fuzz is all about. This one is a 1967? No.
69.
This is a 69, that one is a 67. And we're gonna check them out, see what they sound like, to see if we can find that real 335 sound. The thing that I love to do with you here right now is play something acoustic, see what you find on each instrument to be the difference and what you like and don't like about it.
Right. Sure.
Because the big question to me is there really that 335 sound that we can find in here, or maybe it's still all over the place?
Right, so first of all, the great thing about a 335 is that you do have an acoustic sound, which is very usable.
Can you do that on this guitar?
Sure.
I always think that you recognize a good guitar acoustically.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Oh.
So this one immediately is more resonant.
Yeah.
I think. This one is also a bit heavier, so that could be an explanation. The neck is slightly fatter, I think.
It has a darker tone.
Yeah, exactly. Immediately acoustically, that's what you can hear. It just also feels different, you know, playing it. Yeah, both feel awesome.
Do it again on this one, just to compare them good. Oh yeah.
You know, there's a little bit more ring to it.
It has a bit more highs.
A bit more high end, a bit more clarity, exactly, and but they both feel great to play.
This one has a real chunky neck, maybe not even here, but especially higher up the neck,
right.
it's very chunky.
Yeah, exactly.
They're both original, so nothing changed. I know sometimes they make the necks thinner, but these ones are original. So it's maybe the thicker tone comes with a thicker neck.
Perhaps, yeah, but in general it's a little heavier, so that could have something to do with it. And also just, especially when they're this old, where they've been kept all these years is very important, and just climate, and it all makes a difference. So
what I think is also an interesting thing to do, to see if we can find that same differences when played electrically.
Yeah, let's plug them in.
That's the big discussion. Is it all about the wood, or is it all about the electronics? I think it's a very important combination of the two.
Yeah,
but
it's
I always personally, I think when you play the guitar and the guitar is not fantastic, then the pickups won't make up for it.
That's true.
The pickups don't decide if it's a fantastic guitar or not. So I think it has to be there acoustically. So let's see what the difference is electrically.
Right.
It does sound vintage.
It sounds really good. So same kind of stuff.
Oh wow.
Volume.
Is it me, or to me it seems like the complete top end of this guitar has is missing on that guitar?
It feels a lot beefier, like in the low end. This sounds more like the custom shop I had.
Yeah.
From what I remember, this is more like the typical ES-335 sound, maybe, but then also it's hard to say.
Listen to the high end and do the same on both guitars.
Yeah. There's a lot more going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This sounds more like a semi-hollow body to me.
Yeah.
That one is almost more or less Polish in a way. I think. I don't know.
Maybe it's because it's more heavy than that
Yeah,
one is.
I think it's because it's a little heavier and a little. This sounds more semi-hollow. You get more. I seem to hear more of the wood and of the F holes and the semi-hollowness in this one. Pickups seem to be a little bit less output than the 69.
They're both original, but
Yeah.
do it again on this
Once
one.
more, we could be here all day.
Yeah.
There is a big difference there, you know.
It seems to me like the frequency range of this guitar is just smaller.
It's all a bit more in the mid-range, and that one is more open.
Yeah.
I like both of them though. Both sound great, you know.
But this is what you associate with a 335 sound.
This is like what I had inside my head as the tone for a vintage 335. But I like both of them a lot.
So is there really a 335 tone?
I think there is a clear 335 tone, but it's within a wide margin.
Mhm.
You know, like you can clearly hear that this is not a Tele or a Strat or even a Les Paul maybe, even though that would be a lot closer. But it has that thing, like the lines I'm playing is because I'm playing
Yeah.
335. You know, I would never play this on my Tele.
No.
You know, I would do different stuff.
Yeah.
So it's also of course like the feel of the neck, the way the whole guitar feels. It invites you to play different stuff.
Yeah, it should be an inspiring thing. It should inspire you to
Yeah.
play certain stuff.
Yeah, they definitely are.
And do you think this is an inconsistency of Gibson?
I think you can see it with every brand throughout the years. You know, I've played vintage Fenders that were also like really not there at all, and some that are amazing. You know, like really amazing. And I must say both of these I think are really good, but they just sound different. And I think like this being a little heavier, you know, it's just a difference in the wood sourcing and but I think between 67 and 69, Gibson was under the same ownership, nothing changed. So I think you could get 10 of the same era next to each other and they'd all sound different, you know.
Maybe the conclusion is a bit the same as it is today with all the brands. It's a lucky shot. Sometimes you find a guitar that just exactly matches what you are looking for.
Yeah.
And maybe it's even that moment you're inspired and it feels good, and sometimes there's a guitar that doesn't really hit the right spot, but that also can be different for you than it would be for me.
Yeah, sure. Like I might prefer this one, but you could prefer this one, you know. But it's just because I think with these vintage instruments, it was less mass produced. There was more good wood available.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main difference between
and I think
then and now.
the years that these guitars have been around.
Exactly.
being played.
Also, the fact that the wood has had all this time to dry and get more porous, and it all helps, you know.
It's like old wine. When it ages well, it can
Yeah.
be really special.
Like a good old Bordeaux, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So the big conclusion: both great guitars, both real vintage tones, real vintage feel, but still
Very different.
very different. but very cool.
Very cool.
So
Let's take him home, shall we?
yeah, I'll take this one.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, guys, if you want to see more comparison videos, or if you want to see more videos from Stef playing these awesome guitars, check the description below. There are a few links there. And please let us know what is your favorite guitar, the 67 or the
69.
69. And if you have one of these oldies, or maybe another year, please let me know what you think of it. And maybe you can describe that real authentic 335 sound. So well, if you like the videos, please subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.